Hi there, it's Lori, and I have promised Michelle, 1L, Live Fantastical, some bad dating stories. Okay, so we'll start with the one where it also includes Lori made a bad decision at the expense of my sister. So not ideal. Anyway, sorry, my giant mug is over there. This thing, I don't know, this brand, holy mackerel, guys. I went to bed and my tea was still hot. Not like it was drinkable, but it was hot. I woke up in the morning. It was still warm / hot enough to drink. And it not be like iced tea or cold tea. It was still warm / hot. Wild. Anyway, dating story. Let's go back to my freshman year of college. I had been dating a guy until who ended up, I dated him again and married him. That was my ex-husband. Second chances, just keep that in mind, okay? No, he's a really good dad, so no regrets there. All right, so he had broken up with me. I was a freshman in college, first year university. And I was dating around. So I was kind of seeing 4 guys at the same time, but nothing that was actual relationships. So, and I think only one of them I kissed. And then that one I actually dated for a while. And then the rest were all just one-hit wonders. One-date wonders. And this one was I wonder why. Okay, so he comes and picks me up. I had met him at him and one of the other guys. Him and one of the other guys I met at this place on the college campus called the Listening Post. And they would have people there that, safe adults or whatever you want to call them, that you could just go sit and chat with them and hang out. And so I said, okay, yes, I'll go on a date with you. I wasn't terribly interested. He was a journalism major. That's what he was studying. I was studying at that point. I thought I was going to be an elementary school teacher, but that's a whole different story. So, okay, bad date. So I said yes to this guy, to going on a date. It was back in a day where this wasn't totally insane. He came and picked me up. So again, this was more than 35 years ago, okay? So, different world. So I came and picked me up, and I thought we were going to go to dinner, okay? This was what I was told. So I get in the car, and he says, before we go out, I have to go visit my very sick friend. I'm like, okay. We go to his friend's house. I don't know if his friend was, I want to say homebound. That's not the right term. But bedridden. There's the right term. I don't know if the friend was bedridden or if it was just during this time. We spent approximately, I know it was more than an hour, but it could have been as much as 2 hours. It felt like 16 years at this home where he hung out with his friend, and I talked to the friend's mom the whole evening. Mind you, I hadn't had dinner. How many of y'all know what hangry is? Hangry was real. So, I'm like, hey, I really need to eat something. And he's like, oh, okay. And takes me for frozen yogurt. All right, that's not food. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Because, it was that the 90s? Or was that still the 80s? I guess technically it was still the 80s. It was right on the cusp there. Froyo. They didn't even call it that then. All right, so get home. And of course I had to eat something when I got home. And he tried to kind of lean in for a kiss, and I dodged that like Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. All right, so not quite that extreme. But anyway, wanted to put that visual in your head of me dodging. Nope. All right, so he goes on his merry way, and I'm like, This is back in the day you had to call the landline because that's all there was, the phone. And we had, it was far enough into the time we could screen what phone number was calling, and the answering machine we would just have the answering machine pick it up. So anyway, about 2 weeks later, that's kind of when I started actually dating the one guy that I actually dated, as opposed to going on a date with. And this dude calls and says, oh, can you go out whatever day? I said, well, actually, I'm seeing someone else. He was in shock, which is silly because we went on one horrible date. It wasn't as horrible as some of my dates. But especially at that time, I'm like, what the heck is this? Was the worst date I'd ever had at that point in my life by a long stretch. For whatever reason, and I don't know why my sister forgave me for this, for whatever reason, I said, well, my sister's single, she's not seeing anyone. Why did I do that to her? Her date was even worse than mine. He didn't get her any food. Nothing, not even frozen yogurt. I can't even remember, but I just remember it was less awkward, but a worse time. More obnoxious. I guess he probably expected her to be more like me, but my sister and I are wildly different. I think that is why we get along so well, because we are nothing alike. We don't have the same taste in boys or clothes or anything. We've never had that, ever. So, yeah, but he was special. Anyway, man, my hair is looking blue in the camera. I'm trying to get that. You can really see the white now. Trying to get that purple out. Camille says I should go pink for October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I might. You never know. Might show up with pink hair. That's how I roll. Anyway, so yeah, that was my first really bad date kind of experience. I had that was weird kind of date in high school, but it wasn't a bad date. This was like, what was wrong with this dude? And what was wrong with me pawning my sister off like that? How dare I? Anyway, I've apologized to her numerous times over the years, at least once a decade. I say, yeah, I'm really sorry I did that to you. Anyway, so, Michelle, I hope you enjoyed that story and everyone else. But yes. So, I'm going to talk about yarn management now. Crafting Kitty. She's the reason I do my yarn management Mondays. And another yarn Shannon. Crafting Kitty Erin. E-R-I-N. As opposed to A-A-R-O-N, which would be the male spelling. So, E-R-I-N Erin. Crafting Kitty is helping me manage my yarn. And another yarn Shannon is helping me have to do yarn management, which I very much appreciate. I'm not complaining about somebody giving me yarn. Ever. It's not happening. But I did a whole overhaul. So remember how I had the laundry baskets? I thought I had one in here. Nope, I didn't bring it in here. It's in the other room. I had laundry baskets of kind of amigurumi type yarn. I thought it would be used in amigurumi. Anyway, that's now on a shelving unit, we'll call it. Shelves being a loose term. They're kind of cloth shelves on a frame. But anyway, Temu. Yeah. So what happened was that one kind of broke, and I had earned some free gifts from Temu, so I went ahead and replaced it, or so I thought. However, the one I got was wider. So wide it couldn't, it was a good 6 inches wider. I'm not sure how many centimeters that is or how the actual measurement difference, but it was pretty good. That might be more than 6 inches. Well, whatever that is, ish. Too wide to go in that area, so I had to rearrange my bedroom. And then I had this smaller, because the bigger, I wanted the wider one. I was like, heck yes, I can actually organize this better. So the smaller one that has kind of the broken rack top is now in the spare bedroom that holds yarn. So I was organizing it on the shelves. The loopy yarn has a home now over there. Some of this will go over there. There's a whole chenille shelf. And in that process, I discovered more little plastic bags. And I'm going to figure some things out in terms of the yarn management. But let me show you. It's already been 12 minutes. Okay. I'm going to show you the more interesting of the two So you're just going to keep seeing more yarn from another yarn. That's what's going to happen. I'm just going to do one set at a time is what I'm going to do. This one is what I'm most excited about. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? This is called Baby Cakes. Caron Baby Cakes. 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 231 yards, 211 meters. Medium weight for worsted, right? And is that 12 ply or 10 ply? I don't remember the plies. 5mm needles, 5mm hook. You can machine wash and dry. Do not bleach, or do not triangle, as Aaron Crafting Kitty would say. Do not, that was do not bleach is the do not triangle. Do not iron, and do not circle, which is do not dry clean. So 82% acrylic and 18% nylon. So this is going to have a little bit of stretch. It's I would say it's a true 4, right? Maybe even on the thicker side. Nah, that's a true 4. Not an Aran, it's a worsted. And it's lovely. What's the colorway? I forgot to tell you that. This pattern takes 5 of these cakes. I don't even know what it is. I'd have to open it up. Made in China. Oh, cotton candy. Yes, that is the correct name for this. So there's 2 of these. How many yards did I say it was? 230. So 460 yards of this. Not sure where I'm going to put that just yet. This is some very interesting Shan sheep. Wooloo Mulu. Wooloo Mulu? I don't know. Wooloo Mulu. I can't even. I'll do what I do for my granddaughter. Moo. She loves it. But sheep do not moo, so I don't. Anyway, 75 grams. This definitely feels like some wool content. Yes. 51% wool, 49% acrylic. Acrylic is what I'm saying. 75 grams, approximately 90 meters or 98 yards. Hand wash. You can iron, don't bleach, don't dry. You can pee, which is some dry cleaning solvent. I learned these from Crafting Kitty Aaron. And something with a line. A box with a line, is that? I don't know what that one means. What does that one mean? Right there, what does that one mean? It says wash separately, but it's showing hand wash. I don't know. 6mm needles. 10 US or 4 UK. They do not show crochet hook on this one. But yes, 51 wool, 49 acrylic. So I'm going to have to find, that probably will get rehomed to somebody that would actually appreciate it. Like I said, it's beautiful though. What's the color? Does it say what color it is? Nope, this is the lot number. Made in Ontario, Canada. For Walmart. There you go. All right. So, well, this is super soft. This is, the camera is almost picking it up right. It's not a yellow. It's not a green. This is called Tender Touch Yarn Bead Tender Touch Suede. 3 ounces, 135 yards. It did not give me the meters or grams. Oh, here they are. So sorry. 85 grams, 123 meters. 6mm needles. And 6.5mm hook, and that is why that is definitely to me a bulky 5. I don't know that it's labeled that way, but man, yeah, that's a bulky 5. I would definitely call that a bulky 5. All right. It doesn't say that anywhere, but that's what I would call it. How many yards did I say this was? 135 yards. Okay, so that's very nice. It's not a sage green. What would I call that? I don't know. It's a lovely green. That one will definitely find a home in my big fat yarn. This is one I started playing with. I have no idea about anything on it, except that it's gorgeous. Hadija, this is the one you would want if you were picking out of my stash. So it's lovely. I don't know anything about it. I was playing with it, and it works up really nice. It's got a cotton feel to it, maybe a cotton blend. It's lovely though. And like I said, I already was playing with it. I was testing something out. I am pattern testing currently too, but that's a different thing. That is not pattern testing. All right. Oh, we got more of... sorry. Hold on. I'm going to try to get all of these. We got more of these. So we got 4 of these wools. That'll go to somebody. Because that's 51% wool. I'm not even... It's already itching my hands, which wool I can usually work with. It's surprising that it bothered me. And another Tender Touch. So, Tender Touch Suede. I don't know if suede is the color. You think suede is the color, maybe? Yeah, it must be. I don't know. It's a good description of the color, actually, is suede. We got some chenille. I bet this is some of Shannon's work. I don't know what she was making. Kind of looks like a little baby mitten or maybe a paw to something. It is just chenille, like I thought. In yellow, this is something that you would get from Dollar Tree, now $1.25, but I bet she got this when it was only $1. 1, 2, 3 of those. I have a place for that. Now, I have used this yarn before, unlike the loopy yarn. This is pom-pom yarn. This Pompadoodle is what it's called. I guarantee that she got this from Armchair Chef Lori. Guarantee it. Because mine came from Armchair Chef Lori and was red, and it was perfect for the edge of a Christmas stocking. And then I kind of crocheted it together and made a cat toy. So this is probably going to be something for my granddaughter or a baby. They're calling this a Jumbo 7. I want you to... Clearly that's Jumbo 7, but that is not Jumbo 7. So it's a whole thing. 9mm hook, 8mm needles, machine wash and dry. Don't iron, don't bleach, don't circle, don't take it to the dry cleaner. 100% polyester. I will find a use for this. This might be edging on, it'll be edging on something. And I probably will make another cat toy. All right. Here's some more just chenille. Oh, I didn't tell you details on the just chenille. I actually ran out of my black just chenille, so this is helpful. It's classified super bulky 6. It's not. It's a 5, in my opinion. But whatever. 8mm needles, 8mm hook. If you're making amigurumi, you're not using a hook that size. 65 yards, 60 meters, 1.76 ounces, 50 grams, 100% polyester. And I'm sure this colorway is black. But does it say, yep, black? And this was, I bet, yellow. Because they don't make it yellow. They don't make it challenging. They make it clear. All right. And blue. Ooh, I have never had any of this. And I hear people talk about the Bloom Chunky, that they love it. Look at those colors. And these are so Shannon. But look at that. It goes into pink and white. That's going to be fun. That would make a really nice hat, I think. I wonder, I bet I could throw that. That's what it looks like if you were knitting it. I bet I could throw that on the knitting machine. Just huck it on there? No. Anyway, 109 yards, 100 meters, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 100% acrylic, bulky 5, which is accurate to me, 8mm hook, 8mm needle. I think I already said that, needles. And the colorway is Daisy, which is, you get the flowers just in there. So, it's called Self-Striping Floral Print. Thank you. I'm excited about that one. Like I said, I'm excited to rehome this one because this is really fun, nice yarn. And the color is so nice. But your guess is as good as mine. Sean Sheep something or other. Wooloo. Sorry. Again, sheep do not move, so I'm being silly with that. This actually would go. I have various and sundry. I don't remember what this yarn is, but I have various scraps like this. And there's a large scrap. Minor large scraps of whatever this yarn is. It might be Charisma in many colors. So that will find a home as well. And here's more Bloom Chunky. Very excited. This is Snapdragon. That is so funny. This is called Snapdragon. This was called Snapdragon. Totally different yarns, totally different colors. Both accurately called Snapdragon. Anyway, so very excited about the Bloom Chunky. I will find something special or fun to do with that. And then one more. Again, I got a whole other box. Not today. Not today. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be long. I'm going to have to speed myself up. All right. This is Cinnamon Cakes. Cinnamon Cakes is a 3-weight yarn, isn't it? Nope, that's a 4-weight yarn. I guess it is. It's on the thin side of a 4-weight. Definitely a worsted, not an Aran. This is called Tangerine Twist. 5mm needles, 5mm hook, machine washable and dryable. You don't bleach, don't iron, don't dry clean. 8 ounces, 227 grams, 407 yards, 372 meters. And that's what it's called. And it's, again, a Tangerine Twist. That one will be fun, but it's called a 4. That's, how many yards did I say? 407. That's a lot of yardage. And I have, no, those are Skinny Cakes. Those are too thin. Okay. That all needs to get managed. But like I'll insert a picture of where that shelving is that I put in that spare room, and how I've organized the stuff that was in the laundry baskets, because I'm actually going to send the laundry baskets to Safe Haven, to Camille's Creations for Safe Haven, because they need more than blankets, obviously. I'll defer to her about that, but they were just Dollar Tree baskets, and now I've found bags like this that are really helpful for me to store my yarn. Squish it in, and that other box is kind of humorous. Maybe that'll be Tackle It. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Tackle It is going to be this week, but I'm definitely going to speed myself up, so if I sound squeaky, that is why. And I apologize in advance, but I also try to not make my videos so darn long. And please remember, if you have a bad date, don't say they can date your sister. Don't be Lori. Don't do that stuff. All right. Thanks for coming in, and can I get an amen?